In less than 2 months as Minister of Home Affairs, Leon Amos Schreiber has already begun crafting success stories that stand in stark contrast to the many years Aaron Motsoaledi spent in the same role. So, what exactly was Aaron Motsoaledi doing all those years at Home Affairs? In this video, we dive deep to uncover the realistic answers to this pressing question. In the complex landscape of South African politics, the effectiveness of government ministers can significantly influence the trajectory of their respective departments, shaping the lives of millions. This contrast is strikingly evident when comparing the tenures of two key figures at the Department of Home Affairs, Phakishi Aaron Motsoaledi and Leon Amos Schreiber. The shift from Motsoaledi's largely stagnant administration to Schreiber's dynamic and transformative leadership offers a compelling case study in how innovation, efficiency, and a fresh perspective can overcome entrenched bureaucratic challenges. Phakishi Aaron Motsoaledi, who served as the Minister of Home Affairs from 2019 until 2024, brought with him a wealth of experience from his long-standing career in public service. Motsoaledi, a medical doctor by training, had already made significant contributions to South Africa's public health sector, particularly in his previous role as the Minister of Health. His leadership was marked by the expansion of South Africa's antiretroviral program and the introduction of the National Health Insurance Policy. However, when he transitioned to the Department of Home Affairs, the challenges he faced were starkly different, and his performance was far less impactful. One of the most persistent issues during Motsoaledi's tenure was the growing backlog in processing essential documents such as visas, permits, and identity documents. Despite implementing measures to reduce long queues and wait times at Home Affairs offices, the backlog only worsened, leading to widespread frustration among the public. This inefficiency was exacerbated by severe resource constraints, including inadequate staffing and outdated infrastructure, which hampered the department's ability to function effectively. Additionally, service delivery remained a significant problem, particularly in rural areas where citizens often had limited access to Home Affairs services. Long queues, system downtimes, and general inefficiency became the norm rather than the exception. Motsoaledi's efforts to tighten immigration controls and improve border management also fell short of expectations. While he initiated steps to digitize records and services, laying a foundation for future improvements, these efforts were insufficient to address the systemic issues plaguing the department. The digital transformation was slow, and the benefits were not felt in time to make a meaningful difference during his tenure. As a result, Motsoaledi's leadership at the Department of Home Affairs was marked by a lack of significant progress, leaving many of the department's critical challenges unresolved. In stark contrast, Leon Amos Schreiber's appointment as the Minister of Home Affairs in July 2024 brought a wave of much-needed change and revitalization. Schreiber, a politician and academic with a strong background in political science and a fresh, innovative approach, quickly set about transforming the department. With a PhD in political science and a history of research at Princeton University, Schreiber's understanding of governance and policy was evident in his approach to tackling the department's long-standing issues. One of Schreiber's most notable achievements was his rapid and effective clearance of the department's extensive backlog. Within just 2 months of taking office, Schreiber managed to reduce the backlog significantly, a feat that had seemed unattainable under Motsoaledi. This was achieved through the aggressive implementation of advanced technologies and streamlined processes. Schreiber's commitment to digital transformation went beyond the groundwork laid by Motsoaledi. He introduced more automated systems and efficient IT processes that drastically reduced processing times and improved overall service delivery. Schreiber's leadership style also played a crucial role in his effectiveness. Unlike his predecessor, Schreiber brought a youthful and energetic perspective to the department, which translated into innovative strategies and solutions. His focus on efficiency and modernization was evident in the policies he introduced, which aimed to streamline bureaucratic processes and reduce the red tape that had long plagued the department. Additionally, Schreiber prioritized the allocation of resources, ensuring that the department had the staffing and infrastructure needed to manage its workload effectively. This proactive approach resulted in a more responsive and agile department, capable of meeting the needs of the South African public more effectively than before. While Schreiber's tenure has been marked by significant improvements, it is not without its challenges. The ongoing issue of immigration management remains a complex and pressing problem, particularly in the face of increasing global migration pressures. Furthermore, despite the strides made in digital transformation and efficiency, service delivery in rural areas continues to be a challenge. However, unlike during Motsoalidi's tenure, these issues are being actively addressed, with clear strategies in place to overcome them. The comparison between Aaron Motsoaledi and Leon Amos Schreiber at the Department of Home Affairs underscores the critical importance of leadership in government. Motsoaledi, despite his previous successes in the health sector, struggled to adapt to the unique challenges of the Home Affairs portfolio. His tenure was characterized by persistent inefficiencies, resource constraints, and a failure to fully realize the potential of digital transformation. In contrast, Schreiber's fresh approach, coupled with his focus on innovation and efficiency, has led to rapid improvements and a marked transformation of the department. Schreiber's success illustrates how a combination of modern technology, strategic resource allocation, and proactive leadership can overcome even the most entrenched bureaucratic challenges. The transition from Aaron Motsoaledi to Leon Amos Schreiber highlights how innovative leadership can drive significant improvements. While Motsoaledi struggled with persistent issues, Schreiber's fresh perspective has led to notable progress. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates.